5 features of Obsidian Graph View. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the new Graph View features in Obsidian 0.91. There are many great videos already out there that show the new features in action, but some of these videos don't explain how users can use these new features in their workflow. In this video, I'll walk through the 5 of the essential features that I use in the Graph View and also try to explain how I use it in my workflow and improvements I would like to see in future releases. By the end of the video, I hope you'll see some opportunity to use these features in your workflow to save you time and create new ideas. If you are interested in more techniques, tools and hacks for your workflow, please subscribe to my channel. If you enjoy the content and found it useful, please press the like button so I know to make similar content. I am a visual person, so the Graph View is an opportunity to see all my notes in one place. After 2 months following my custom Zettelkasten process, I've captured 155 source notes and over 20 permanent notes in the subject of personal workflows. In future, I can see this number increasing enormously, so I think the Graph View will be a crucial tool in identifying new ideas among so many notes. In 0.91 release, Obsidian developers have introduced a search functionality to help you show what you want in the Graph View. The search functionality acts the same way as the one in the file search. I created a video of some of the common searches I use in file search. Graph View search allows you to find keywords, tags, and folders. Let's have a look at the features in action. The way I use this feature is to filter out notes that I do not want to see. So when I look for new ideas for content, I start by removing folders I don't need, such as template folders and daily notes folders. I do this by using the -path semicolon with the folder name. Once I've removed the folders I do not want, I go through the rest of the notes and see if I can group them up into new ideas and create permanent notes for them. I think it would be useful to have a place to save regularly used Graph View searches. Having this in the Graph View search will save time and make it more user-friendly. I was very unsure about using tags at the beginning when I first set up my Obsidian Vault. I used tags to describe keywords relating to a source note and mash them up to create new ideas for permanent note. Graph View now shows these tags by user switching on the option in the selection. When the user switches on the tag option, it helps to see the links between tags to other source notes. Having this means when I'm trying to enrich content, I can follow the trail from tag to source to tag to another source to a different view of content I'm creating. The tags are also colored differently to the standard notes, so it's easier to follow. I really enjoy using the tags feature and recommend new users to add tags to source notes. I capture notes in Obsidian in many different ways, including iPhone, iPad, MacBook, tweets, and Kindle books. When I can, I add a summary, but sometimes I capture the information first with a task to process them later on. These usually exist as an orphan note with no links to other source or permanent notes. Previously, I was using Graph View to find orphan notes to link to the source or permanent notes. Now on Graph View, you can hide orphan notes from Graph View. Doing this has 2 benefits. It helps to find the orphan notes quicker. More importantly, when I filter down using the search, I know these orphan notes fit the criteria of something I'm searching. The search result also tells me I should review the note to see if there's something useful for my content. One of the improvements to this feature is to show only orphan notes without the note that are linked together, allowing me to go through an orphan notes and link them to other notes. At the moment, I use a to be processed tag to overcome this. The new display section allows users to change the graph view. The benefit of this change are that it makes it easier to manage the graph view screen when there are a vast number of notes. Also, it makes navigation more comfortable to find the notes you're interested in. Let's have a look at these features. Arrow option shows the direction of how notes link to each other. Where we have a note with arrows pointing to it, it means another note is referencing the note. Note size makes each note bigger or smaller. The note size seems to vary depending on the number of items linked to it. Link thickness increases the thickness of the connection line. Center force resizes the graph to the center. I use this to fit the graph into the area I have on my screen. Repel force resizes the length between nodes on the graph. Link force restructures the graph between linked nodes. I usually leave this on 1. Link distance changes the length between 2 linked nodes. I usually adjust this to fit the labels. I hope in the future we can set different notes to different colours, either by folders or another means. Allowing me to do this will allow me to see which ones are source notes and which ones are permanent notes. Finally, the area where I think the changes to the graph view mostly benefits users is in the local graph view. There are 3 additional options: incoming links, outgoing links, neighbour links. Let's look at each of these. Incoming links shows where another node links to this one. In this example, the local node connects to an index. Outgoing links show where the local node references another node within it. In this example, this permanent node links to 2 other permanent nodes. Neighbour links show the relationship between nodes that are indirect links. As you increase the depth, you can see more and more nodes that are linked indirectly to this one. I think these features will become particularly important if you're writing a book. For example, when you're starting to write a book, you can create a book note. It has links to each of the chapters. Each chapter consists of the content that references a group of idea notes. Each idea note will then reference a source note. The features in the local graph view can help you visualize your book structure and see where ideas and sources overlap. Summary. In this video, you will have seen some of the important features of the graph view that will help you develop ideas and build out your content. The graph view search can be used to find related notes, but more importantly, filter out notes that are crowding the graph view. The inclusion of tags in the graph view makes it easier to see how source notes are linked together. Orphan options allows you to filter out orphan notes, but also makes it easier to see them. This will help to investigate and incorporate them into your connections. New display options give you greater control to look through your graph view and organize it depending on the screen size available to you. Additions to the local graph view gives you greater detail on the connections to your permanent node, which is useful for enriching content. The upgrades to graph view makes Obsidian even more useful for creating ideas and enriching content. What are you using graph view for? Let me know in the comments below. If you're interested in more techniques, tools and hacks for your workflow, please subscribe to my channel. If you enjoy the content and found it useful, please press like so I know to create similar content. Thank you for watching.